Good morning, traders. It's Monday, May the 19th at parttimetrader.net. I want to thank you for joining us on our session 10-minute pre-market prep with Rizwan Faruqi and Imtiaz Ahmed. Hi, Rizwan. Assalamu alaikum.
Muslim, how are you doing, Imtiaz?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. All right, I've got my timer set for under 10 minutes, so
Okay,
let's kick this off.
let's kick it off. Let's go.
Right. I'm going to share my screen. And so let's see where we are. I'm going to actually flip to the 100-tick chart, if I can get there. So here we are on the 100-tick view. And as you can see,
And that gives you the bigger picture. Rizwan, what is a 100-tick chart?
it's a bigger picture, zoomed out view. So on Friday before the weekend, we closed up here, which is right at the high of a 4-week trend, of a bullish trend. And as we noted, there had been a balance area where this box is for almost 2 weeks. And then when Trump announced a softening with China for the trade wars, we gapped up overnight, and then we've been grinding up. I wouldn't say we're running up. I would say we're grinding up. And that's sort of where we're at right now. The overnight from Sunday night and to today, Monday morning, was a bit of a pullback, which is normal. It's not a reversal. As you can see now, we even have a bullish buying inflection candle here on the 100-tick, where it came into this support node at this level 5,900, and we're still bullish. I'm going to flip to the trend, and the trend is down quite low, 0.69, and it was even lower yesterday, 0.648, so 0.65. So that's a breadth indicator, as you've been teaching me, that the trend is now showing bullish indicator. So we're still bullish overall. I'll stop for a moment here, and I'll let you sort of chime in.
Yeah, I did notice on Friday all day we were getting buy signals, and it did close well. But after the close on Friday, this is what I want to get your perspective on. The futures did a little bit of a sell-off, which might be normal because going into a weekend and maybe traders want to close positions. Any comments of that Rizwan on a Friday close?
Yeah, not. I think you nailed it. It was minor. In perspective of the overall move, the pullback after the close is kind of expected. It was just, all it means is we're rotational, we're balancing. I wouldn't read much into it. Even the overnight move is a slight pullback, and I wouldn't read too much into it because we're at the high of a 4-week trend. So you can expect a little bit of a pullback into support.
Okay, so you're going to show us we're into support now. Let's talk about the Asian support.
Yeah. Okay. So this was Friday. Actually, I should put a circle on it. This was Friday's move, and the Asian session broke Friday's low, and this was Thursday's range of the high and the low, and the Asian session is finding support at Thursday's low. So here's a line in the sand of Thursday's low, and then other line in the sands from Tuesday from earlier in the week. So where we're at right now is at one of the line in the sands of the Thursday low. And so the overnight low is also a line in the sand for today. So today's session, when the New York session opens, we would be looking to see the Asian session low held. If it doesn't, then there's these other line in the sands below it. Again, I don't see a reversal trend here. All I see is pull back into support, which is where we're at right now.
Okay, thank you for that. So wouldn't you say 5980 down all the way down to 5900? That's 80 ticks, right?
So 50. So here's this
80. I'm sorry, 80 points. Is not an 80-point drop
from where?
From the high of the New York session.
Yeah, it is. Nothing to be alarmed at. These markets move The VIX is slightly up today. It's not high, but it's slightly up from the lows of a few days ago. So the VIX is up. In terms of news, there's not big news this week. Here, I'll flip to the economic calendar here, and I'll drag that in. So in terms of news, we don't have anything today, tomorrow that's special. Even on Wednesday, there's not a heck of a lot. Thursday, we have some news, and Friday a little bit as well. And then Jerome Powell is speaking on Friday. So in terms of this week, it's a little bit light on news, but VIX is slightly higher today than it was a few days ago, which can account for some of the move. 80 points pullback when you've been grinding up and you've had these big moves. Again, it's not a big deal. Where we might get some reversal, like there may be some doubt as to how this move, the structure. I guess the question is, how strong is the structure on the move up? So if there's some catalyst that may happen, maybe this week, maybe next week, or who knows when, then we could see some sharp correction or some sharp pullback. If this move up was based on thin volume or structure, then we might see some correction if there's a catalyst. But if there's no catalyst, then momentum is what we got to trade, and momentum right now is still up.
Okay, thank you for that. So what's the trade plan today?
All right, so here's that 80-point pullback that you're talking about. This was the high of Friday's high, and this is the low of the Asian low. So that's that 80-point pullback. That's sort of the line, the current line in the sand where I would be looking to see the structure holding. So the trade plan, let's go to the 50-tick chart. This shows it and a little bit, so the trade plan is, we want to see when the open happens, either maintaining a level up here or a deeper pullback to these 5,900. If we break these lines in the sands, then we would be looking to see buyers come in at lower levels below the 50, 55, 80 level to 50, 55, 50 level. Sorry, 58, 58, 40 level. This is where we would want to see buyers really defending this. If not, then sellers may take control, and we could see a bit of I wouldn't say a trend reversal, but a correction to take a stab into this gap. There's a huge gap from the when the news gapped up on the softening of the trade wars with China, and the market may want to at some point take a stab into this gap. Now, I'm not saying that has to happen even this week because we're still bullish. But for today, the trade plan is to see these line in the sands hold, and then continue with, if we see price action with buying candles and buyers coming in, then we would want to get on board on the buy side.
All right, thank you for that. I think we've understood your trade plan. If you were a futures trader, how you would have traded the futures market. From an alert perspective, we'll have another session, go over some of the hot alerts for today. And that's a wrap, I guess. Thank you for joining us at parttimetrader.net.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Rizwan.